All right, Shalom. I'm going to start by saying, call Allah, Yahawah Bahasham, Yahawashi'S, Bahasham, Kakadash. Double honor to the Apostle of Israel, aka the Apostle of Great Millstone, and peace and love always to all the Akim. Continue to preach the truth and all truth and sincerity. All right, real quick. So I saw a brother post on this little social media joint. It was this situation right here, and it reads. I'm gonna go right to it. This is the Irish Star. And, it's in quite a numerous sources, but this is the one that popped out the most recent. It says from 19 hours ago, and it reads, dozens of UFO sightings made to UK police with craft spotted by pilots. So that means that the cat's in the air, so they could see head on that this is not a man-made flying object, right? And bear with me, I'm just being quiet because it's a little late at night. I don't want to, I'm saying, disrupt my neighbors or what have you. So anyway, reading, I'm going to be quick with this, and I'm going to go to scriptures, and Lord willing, this be edifying. It says, several concerned people in England have reported spotting UFOs to the police. Among the people to have made reports of possible alien sightings are pilots who saw unidentified flying objects during the course of their work. So you got to remember, think about the pilot's work. You got to think about the people that's in the air. They know the difference between a plane and something that's not man-made, okay? So it says it comes as a spate of UFO sighting videos has recently been resurfaced online. Footage of two sightings, both from the year 2019, has gone viral online. One was filmed in the United States and the other in Cuba. America is a country with a huge amount of UFO spotting, with one state described as a UFO hotspot. You know, why is that? Because America is the daughter of Babylon. And we all know the daughter of the judgment for the daughter of Babylon from Yahawah Bahasham, Yahawashi'S to be destroyed. And those UFO, those things they call UFOs are the angels, man, the vehicles of the angels from the heavens. The creation, also creations, obviously, of Yahawah Bahasham, Yahawashi'S. So reading on, it says, the Essex police in England received a freedom of information request from members of the public to ask about their reports of UFO sightings. Some people talked of lights traveling at high speed, and as one person said, that danced in the night sky above their home. So that means a UFO was basically hovering and dancing over this person's crib. So it said, meanwhile, a pilot who works for Rainier detailed his supposed alien encounter experience. Rainier was climbing out from Stansted Airport, hope I'm pronouncing that right, whoever, and it was a height of 4,000 feet. And just over the St. Elizabeth Central, the pilot saw an object which describes as black, the pilot said. It passed within 20 meters of the aircraft. The plane was traveling at 230 miles per hour, and the object was traveling from north to south. They have said that it was possibly a drone, but the drone monitoring equipment at the airport has not picked it up. They're not a man-made. You can't pick it up. It said another report was filed that tallied with the pilot sightings. Incident placed on as UFO as 3 aircraft reported an object was in their vicinity. The report began. It says, INF from Tower reporting 2 planes have reported an object at about 500 feet below them as they were coming into land on runway 22, the closest being 20 kilometers away. Approached 2 to 3 miles out when their TCAS traffic collision avoidance system alerted them to something at around 500 feet. None of the pilots could see anything when they looked. Another concerned citizen outlined their UFO sighting. I would like to report a sighting of an unidentified flying object. The object appeared oval in shape and was a metallic color with no apparent markings or lights. They began. There was no conventional aircraft characteristics at all. See, there you go right there. There were no conventional aircraft characteristics at all. Let's go into the word conventional real quick. Nature, okay. Meaning of nature, form, meaning. So basically, this shit kind of whack, but basically convention Conventional aircraft is basically saying that it's not your regular, average, generic, man-made flying object. Okay? And no characteristics of that. It said the object was traveling east to west just south of my address in a straight line, and the altitude was level around 100 feet at all times as a guess. The object was moving quickly across the sky very smoothly with no deviation in height or direction or without any effects of the weather is the only way I could describe it. Because it's not of the stratosphere. Remember, these are things that are from the heaven. They're not of earth. They're not of man. These things don't have the same, the laws of gravity and so on and so forth, man. They're in a different whole dimension, man. And now they're from a whole nother dimension, and now they're in this dimension. It said it was moving too fast for a bird and definitely was not a balloon that usually gets affected by the wind, causing them to turn or tumble. This was unaffected by the light breeze blowing. This was a solid oval shape and was silent. This was not a drone or model aircraft due to the way it was flying. I viewed this from inside the rear of my home, and then this object did not leave my sight until it was too far in the distance and obscured by another property. I have no explanation as to what this object could be. What we do is the chariots and the vehicles of Yahawah Bahasham, Yahawashi'S, the God of Israel, the God of Jacob. It says, meanwhile, the Scottish village was recently named as a UFO sighting hotspot. The Falkirk Triangle is a popular hunting ground for alien enthusiasts. The town of Bonnybridge is noted for the strange activities often spotted in its skies, with many residents calling for a government probe. They always go into the government. So you see that? That's what's going on right now in the world. It says dozens of UFO sightings made to UK police with crash spotted by pilots. So this is talking about pilots and regular people. Okay? And this is 19 hours ago. So let's go into the scriptures. We're going to go into the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse. I'm going to go right to the point. And it says, when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. Now, what's these things that's coming to pass? The things he would talk about in these above verses. So we're going to start at so this is Yahawah speaking. Yahawah, not Christ, but it says Christ. But I'm going to start at Luke chapter 21, verse 9. And it says, but when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. Clear and dry. And what's going on in Israel right now? What you have going on in Israel? Those Amalekites just got attacked by the Palestinians, Hamas people, Ishmael. Okay, and that's a commotion. And now you have wars and rumors of wars happening every day now because of that, because of the thing with Russia and Ukraine and a bunch of other things. But the things now is getting closer and closer to the end. So now you got to look at the players being involved and the players being attacked. Israel was attacked. The land of Israel, the people in the land of Israel now who are not the children of Israel, but are the Edomites, Amalekites, and specifically, they're the ones that just got attacked. Okay, so these are all wars. And what did the Netanyahu dude said? It said what they declared Israel a state of war. They're at war right now as we speak, as I speak, as we speak, as we text, as we'll live our fucking regular lives in America, daughter of Babylon, and in the land of Israel now is the state of war. Okay? And it said, then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. And what's happening right now? Israel, America, Iran, China, Russia, India, North Korea, so on and so forth. But the Lord said, be not terrified. These things must come to pass. They have to happen. Okay? And it says, and great earthquakes. You just had an earthquake that happened in Afghanistan that killed like about what? I think it said almost 3,000 people. 2,000, 3,000 people. Homes destroyed. Okay? You had the people in Israel just got attacked, kidnapped. They said they're beheading soldiers. There's a lot of things happening. It's all tied into this scripture that the Lord said was going to happen. Remember, this is red letter. This is out of Yahawashi'S mouth. And verse 11, and great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines, and pestilences, and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven. Look up. Look down. All of this is the signs of the Lord's return, Yahawah's return. And he said these are going to be the things that's going to come before he comes back. What is going to happen before he comes back. This is all happening right now. You got famines already. You have earthquakes. You have wars and skirmishes. You have it all covered now. Only thing now we're waiting for, only thing now is left is the MOTB, the Karagma. That's the only thing left that they have, these devils, and these devils are getting closer to that. Because I think they said, but within the next month, they want all the banks, all the major banks are going to go digital. The month of November. A little before Thanksgiving, I think they said, I seen a date of November 19th. I don't know how much, how much true it is, but that's something I saw. Okay, where am I at? Okay, verse 12, and it says, but before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. Now, this is to come. This is something that has to come to pass too. Some of us might get wrapped up in Esau's whatever, and we have to go through this. But he said, what? For my name's sake. So you know the name, so what? Trust in that name from here on out. Endure to the end. The Lord said, we have not striven unto blood. We haven't striven unto blood yet. That time must come for some brothers, not all brothers, but some brothers, okay, to really test your faith. But it said for my name's sake, so it's not Jesus and it's not God, it's Yahawah and Yahawashi'S. The names being spoken by the men of Yahweh, the true Israelites, the true children of God, the sons of God. Verse 13, it said, and it shall turn to you for a testimony. Verse 14, settle it therefore in your hearts not to meditate before we shall answer. So you ain't got to worry about what you're going to say to these motherfuckers. The Lord going to put it in your mind right then and there, and in your spirit right then and there. He going to flow. Because remember, the Lord said, what? He's the Father of spirits. He's going to be in control. He speaks to what? His prophets. So that's why he said, meditate not what you're going to say. You don't have to think about what you're going to say. But you could know that Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi'S is going to be in the midst of it. Because that's the name. It says, verse 15 says, for I will give you a mouth and wisdom which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. And that's what Yahawashi'S said. And this starts right now too. You can't gainsay or resist this, man, because it's the truth. Not much longer can you deny. You can't deny truth and facts. I'll read that again. It says, for I will give you a mouth and wisdom. What? Wisdom and understanding. And that's starting right now. But when some brothers actually get wrapped up in this devil's magistrates and get brought before kings. It says in verse 16, it says, and ye shall be betrayed. It says, ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinsfolks and friends. And some of you shall they cause to be put to death. And some of you shall they cause to be put to death. So whoever believes this, you have a shot of this is a possibility for you. It says some of you, not all. Now who the Lord's going to have to happen to, it's neither here nor there. We don't know yet. Okay, but as a brother in the truth of Yahawah Bahasham, I know that this could happen to me. But you have to hold fast the names and trust in the names Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi'S. That's all you could do. He'll do the rest. Verse 17, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, because what? They hated him first. What did the Lord say? They hated me. If they hated you, they hated me first. So it said, you should be hated of all men for my name's sake, Yahawashi'S. You don't got these men out there getting hated for the name of Jesus, Allah. You know, men getting hated for that. When people talk about these other gods and these other religions, they don't talk about the other God. They talk about the person. But he said, you're going to be hated for my name's sake, because they're going to hate you for my name's sake. Because like brother, we always say, brothers is cool with a lot of people. Like people brothers be getting have acquaintances and all that. But it's Yahawashi'S, it's Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi'S they don't like. So when we come in that name, we speak on that, then that's when the hate comes. So that's why the Lord said, what? They hated me first. Verse 18, but there shall not an hair of your head perish. So the Lord said, you're going to be good when these things come, but you trust my name. And your patience possess your souls. So what? We have to wait. And brothers been waiting. You got some brothers been waiting 10 years. You got some brothers been waiting 5 years. Some brothers waiting 20 years, 30 years, so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, what the Lord said, in your patience shall you possess your souls, no matter how long you've been waiting as an individual man. And it says, and we shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. Now it's crazy because that could be applied to back then in 70 AD, but also now. Because now we're coming into the time where the Lord is going to return. This happened when the Lord ascended. Yeah, ascended, went up. Well, before he went up. Okay? This is before. And I want to say it's before he went on the cross. But either way, verse 21, it says, then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out, and let not them that are in the countries enter therein. Now, verse 22, it says, for these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. So we're in the last bit of prophecy now. And the Lord said, what? Vengeance burneth in his heart. Remember, this is red letter right here. This is red letter. So this is out of Yahawashi'S mouth. Red letter. Simple and plain. Verse 23 says, but woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck. So that's a newborn. In those days, for there shall be a great distress in the land and wrath upon this people. Now, you could apply that to right here, right now. Distress in the land. What did the Lord say to, what is it, Zephaniah, I believe, the first chapter? The day of the Lord shall be a day of gloominess, distress. The Lord says it's going to be distress in the city. And what great city is going to get the most distress? America, the daughter of Babylon. And there shall be a great distress in the land and wrath upon his people. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. So that's replying, speaking on a time back then in the 70 AD when we was rooted out of our land. Roman persecution, so on and so forth. But now it says until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. So now we're coming into that time. Well, now the time of the Gentiles is to be fulfilled. All right. And now we're coming into present day, verse 25, and it says, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of the nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. Verse 26, men's heart failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Now you think about this. I just seen a video of a bunch of Indians being recruited, basically, they're being soldiers, and they all coming to America because the Lord is gathering all these nations for that great day. We're in the time of the time of the Gentile to be fulfilled. Verse 27, it says, and then, so it's actually the end of the third woe we're approaching, the third woe. So after the MOTB, after Jacob's trouble, after all of that. And it says, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. That's Yahawah, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. And he's going to come back to do damage. He's going to come back to judge the earth which he have made. In the power of his Father, Yahawah. That's what Yahawah said, what? You see me, you see my Father in heaven. Like Yahawah is Yahawah's protege of him. And it says, verse 28, and here's what top it off. I'm going to end it off with this. And it says, and when these things begin to come to pass, so when all this stuff happens, we got rooted out of our land. We got oppressed by the Gentiles. We went through all of this, war, skirmishes, earthquakes. All these things come to pass, all the things that's happening now. And it says, and when these things shall begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. Call Yahawah Bahasham Yahawah. Cut and dry. That's the gospel, man. That's what Yahawah is coming to bring. He's coming to bring vengeance and judgment from Yahawah Bahasham, well, from the Father Yahawah. But Yahawah is coming in what? The great power and glory of his Father, the Creator. That's it. That's it. That's where we at right now. That's where we at right now. So, with that, Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm going to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash, double honor to the apostles of Israel, aka the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and love always to all the Akim. Continue to preach the truth in all truth and sincerity. Shalom.